Hello, so today we are going to take time and look at how we'll be able to create bump mapping in Maya. Bump mapping basically means a technique in computer graphics that we use to create emboss and deboss, or embossment and debossment. And this is how Maya simply interprets it, by the use of two colors, that is black and white. So wherever your design there is black, it means that that design is going to carve in, that is the deboss. And wherever Maya sees white, it's going to bump up, that is the emboss. But before we continue, let's take a look at how to create our project file in Maya and continue, because you are going to use a third-party designing software such as Illustrator, CorelDRAW, or Photoshop to allow us to do this quickly. So you navigate to File, go to Project Window. Then this is the project window. Just click on the New, and then you can name your current project, which is, today we'll take a look at how we'll be able to do a corrugated side of a 20 feet container. So we name the project. Then you go to your location where you want to save your project to, and then just click on Accept. Then go back to File again. Now not to the project window, but to Set Project. Now what this Set Project does is that even though we've shown Maya our current projects and where we want to save, we need to alert Maya and tell Maya that everything we do here has to go directly into that folder. So this is my folder, the one I just created, container underscore MySQL. Then I just say Set Project. Now we can start work. So we are modeling based on assumption. Now let's pose our polygon, or let's take a shot. So this is the size we want to render out. So under this tab we have the resolution gate, so let's turn that on. In order for me to be able to come back to this very shot, I need to save this camera shot by going to View, coming to Bookmarks, Edit Bookmarks, and then say New Bookmark. Then we close. So by not wasting time, let's select face. By selecting the face, we need to UV map the face. Go to UV, down to planar. Let's click on the option box, and I'll click on the x-axis, and then we project. So now this is our projection, meaning this is the side we just want to go and work on and bring back. Go back to UV again, now UV editor. This is the UV editor window. We'll maximize it. Now this region from 1 to 0 to this one. This is our working area. In other words, or in other softwares, you can say our canvas. So this area becomes our canvas. Now this is the projection we just did. This is the rest of the site. So from here, quickly, we just right click and go to UV shelf. UV shelf in the UV editor simply means we're going back to our object mode. We highlight this, press on R, scale it down because this is not our focus. So this becomes our focus. So we need to give it much space because you need it's a bit bigger for details. So let's highlight all, come to the camera button here, click on it. Now we need to browse and tell Maya to send this straight into our project we created. I'm directing it straight to the source images. Open. Then I save the file, the name of the file. Then I choose PNG. You can choose JPEG, PNG, or TIFF. Anyone you're comfortable with, but I advise you choose PNG. Now the size in pixel, you choose 2000 by 2000 because we need much detail as possible. We say apply and close. Now let's switch back to our design software and look for what you're about to work on. Now this is the exported UV map. I drag it straight into my designing software. I make sure I make the canvas the same size as my UV exported file. Now this is the side we exported. So now what I want to do is now create the emboss and deboss, which in other words is called the corrugated side of the container. And this is how I do it. So I need to create a boundary around my size. This is very important. If I don't create a boundary the same size as my blueprint from Maya. What I'm sending back to Maya will not be able to read it exactly as it is. So this is the 2000 by 2000 pixels Maya exported for me. So I need to make sure I'm exporting it the same way, 2000 by 2000 pixel. Now I export this. Straight into the source images. Now I name this bump map or bump texture. Now to create another canvas and create a texture for my project. So our new canvas has to be the same size as our blueprint from Maya, from the UV editor. I'm copying this here so that I use it as blueprint for my texture as well, because this is where the mask has to be, this area, then the logo also here. Now once we have the position right, we can now get rid of our blueprint. This time around, I want to go for the wine color container. And then we export this as well. As our texture. So now we switch back to Maya. Let's switch to object mode for now. Then we give this a texture onto which we will apply our bump map and our textured Maersk logo from our third-party design software. Assign new texture, click on Anode and AI surface, AI standard surface. Now let's navigate through and select the surface. What we want to apply first is our bump map. So let's come down to our geometry. We see bump mapping. Let's click on the checked box. Navigate to File, Then we have bump map 2D1 and file 1. So let's click on the file. This is the 2D and this is the file. Now let's go to view, bookmarks, and then we select our camera view. Then press 6 on the keyboard. And now we see our bump map appearing. If we want to texture, we simply go up under the base, there's color, we just click on the checkered box and navigate to where we saved our texture and simply click on open. So now we have our textured and bump mapped container. Thank you for watching.